the truth profoundly. These are Germans here. For me to the message clear. Go Paul, Das, and Paul. They say Duane the writer leads the way. Time to madness, it's bright. Gotta wake up, see the light.
Phil, there was a part in there a little over halfway where the old guy said something to you, a word. I didn't quite get that, how you said it. Do you remember what that is?
He had said many things. Insight.
Okay.
Follower.
Okay.
The leader. The teacher.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So we start off in the beginning, just give you the basic idea. And this is very good. You want to look at this because actually it's basically giving you a huge possibility here of your whole life right there. But you have to learn to see it. And so you want to remember this experience for many, many, many years. I'm talking about 50 years from now. You want to remember this experience because you will get better and better viewpoints on it. So you're starting off in a small room. And the light is from where? Well, light's actually from yourself. Okay? And this is where we don't see ourselves, our real self, your awareness. The light is from your awareness. And so the room is white, like you say, whatever, white walls, whatever. There's no doors, there's no windows. This is basically starting off with your personal self, your human consciousness, okay? And this is how the human consciousness is. It's a box unto itself, all right? This is where I explained many times that people are basically one-dimensional. In other words, there's nothing else beyond their personal box. Now, because you're doing the new you or whatever, you have your attention there, the personal self is now expanding, all right? Expanding to a point, all right? And so again, then there eventually appears a picture on the wall, all right? And within the frame of this picture, at first, there's nothing in the picture itself, because in a way that represents something unseen, okay, that cannot be seen, like the frame of the picture. The frame of the picture is square, okay? That's the fourth level, that's the mental part, that's your mental side, okay? And things are taking place in that square, all right? And you are familiar with these things. And again, you have this old man in the experience. Well, this is like a future view of yourself. In other words, the old man, in a way, represents all the lifetimes that you've gone through. And, you know, and he represents the consciousness in a way of that, to where he's really old now. And he's trying to talk to you, the new you, in this lifetime here, and trying to relate the experiences that the consciousness has had, and you've collected these experiences. You're really talking to yourself, okay? And it's all okay. So as the experience proceeds, then there becomes a tree, and there becomes fruit, etc. Then there becomes the sun, which we talk about all the time because we're beings of light. That's what we really are, gradually. See, you're gradually waking up to what all life is. Now, what you're experiencing is a scene, all right? It's a produced scene for you because that's all it can be. Because until you have the awareness to recognize the invisible reality, the isness all life is, in the meantime, you need something visible produced as a reference. So he's referencing you. And when he says, in time, this will happen, well, you notice that it's not like 2 weeks, a month, 10 years, 1,000 years. No, there's no time because, again, It's all a matter of now. All life is now. And it's when you decide and when you can recognize what's real more so than the experience itself. But in the meantime, this is a very good reference that you need for your personal self, because you want to compare it to your personal life as you're living on the earth and learn to recognize the difference. Now, at first, just like Eric, when he tries to read my stuff, oh, it's all weird, it's all strange, whatever. Once you learn to read it, okay, what's going on, and this will take years, and to understand it, like learning a new language, all right? It takes a long time. It takes time. Got to do a lot of practice, too. Little by little, it will trickle in. It's showing you the possibility. It's giving you a possibility, okay? That's what it's showing you. There is an expansion there that's available to you. Do you think everybody has an experience like this? No, because they're not willing to become more aware. There's a part of you that is and giving you the hints. But you, the new you here, in this lifetime, the Phil, okay, this is your act right now, whatever you're doing, you have this opportunity to wake up your whole being. And so it's showing you the possibility, but you have to decide how to do it. Okay, so you have the guidance, but it can't do it for you. So again, it's like taking a trip. The trip is offered, but you have to decide to go and figure out along the way, you know, what you're going to do, what's going to happen, etc. The basic idea is lined up for you, but it's unknown. It will always be unknown because it's endless. You see? So we have been taught to be one-dimensional. We have been educated and indoctrinated by the systems to be one-dimensional and to be self-contained. That's it. So look at the beginning of your experience. Oh yeah, it all looks good. Oh, I'm in a white room. It's got light. Gee, I don't know where it's coming from, but I hear this buzz. Yeah. And so again, that's the buzz, you might say, of technology. That's where you're at. Okay. That's the buzz in your head. And so again, there's no windows, there's no doors. And so if you don't decide something that's presented to you that's more possible, then that's where you'll be. And you'll just grow old, and you'll start again in that box. And so that's up to you. So right now, this moment, you have something awesome that's been presented to you. And truly, I've been doing this my whole life, and very few people get this opportunity. Phil's experience here is very, very good. Okay, it's excellent. Actually, it's an experience for everyone that's listening and paying attention, because if you're not, you got nothing. So this experience will take care of your whole life here, Phil. It really will. But it's going to take you probably all your life to recognize what's going on. But it's very, very real. It's all a hint, and this is what you need. And so you're shown this because compare it to your daily life. Look at what you're looking at, look at what you're focused on, which is fine. You got to work, you got to eat, you got to do whatever, okay? But you're just growing old, and like all your previous lifetimes, like the old guy, you'll just be old and you'll forget you were ever here. Or you can learn to recognize this experience and surpass what people call as death and unawareness. There is no death, but there is unawareness. And that's very real. Death isn't real. There's no such thing, because we're all awareness. But not being aware is like death because you don't see what's real. And I can't explain that to you. It's far too real. There's no explanation of that. You have to go through the process and you have to bravely step up and do it. And you have to deal with yourself along the way, that self that you've created. And objectively, you see what it's like when you look at someone like Eric. Very stubborn, very arrogant, very know-it-all.
Bro, I'm right here.
Yeah, exactly. Mr. Donut. So right now,
I still don't know what that means.
yes, but he can do better. So if Eric pays attention to Phil's experience, he will learn a whole heck of a lot. But right now, Eric is focused on the Callum God and the G fuel that poisons everybody. That's
I have a contract.
Yeah, that's Eric's focus. But Phil has a wonderful experience, and that's really cool, Phil. If you would, could you write that down? And I would like to put it into an image and share that if it's okay.
Why don't you ever put mine in images?
Yeah, I could write that down.
I did.
I'll have to do it in the next couple of days, though.
I did write your experience down, Eric, but you don't pay attention. So again, until you do, you got nothing. But Phil is paying attention. But Phil, it's very
Could you make
important.
a flow chart?
I already did, and that's it. You're lucky I did that. I did the flow chart, but again, you don't have.
You did. That was the flow chart.
Understand it? No, you want a machine to do it for you. Ask the AI to do a flow chart for you because you want a mechanical mind flow chart.
Okay.
You don't want a real flow chart. Yeah, you want a mechanized techie flow chart. That's what you want. Ask the AI to do it. Yeah,
Well,
I
that's
gave you
what a
the-
flow chart is.
I gave you a real flow chart. You're lucky I did that for you. And I did do your
That was
experience. That's the
words.
donut. Right? I showed you right there, and you didn't read it, you don't get it. So again, Phil's experience is unique. I'll write it down. I'll give it to Phil first, and he can decide. Phil, are we friends? I'm Paul Newman on Facebook. Are we friends?
I do not use Facebook anymore.
Okay.
I don't like their tracking behaviors.
Everybody's tracking. You got to get past that. Everything. This is all tracking. Everything's tracking.
I thought you would
So
put some other name.
Besides, the people that do the systems here, their baby brains, Phil. They don't know what they're doing. Don't let them bother you. They're stupid. Okay? So don't let them bother you. They're just a bunch of baby brains. And they got to wake up too. They think they're smart. They don't know a goddamn thing. They have no idea what life is. They're just a bunch of cyborgs. That's it.
Yeah, they are.
Whatever they do, it's all nonsense. And with your awareness, you can surpass it. And this is what is being shown to you. Otherwise, you stay trapped in it because, again, you're agreeable to it. Now, you have to deal with it, but it's different than agreeing. So, again, Eric is a good objective view, and that is Eric is agreeing to poisoning others with his G drink, etc. And again, he can deal with it, but he doesn't have to agree with it. But right now, he's agreeing to it. So
I don't think that's been proven.
there is a difference. Okay. So again, Eric, it's being shown to you, Eric, but you're not getting it yet. And only you can decide that, Eric. Nobody can decide that for you. They can't make you wake up. You got to do that.
I'm already awake. I'm so awake right now.
It's like your mother telling you every day, Eric, you're late for school. When are you going to be on time?
I was always on time, bro. My mom made sure of it.
That is all past now, Eric. You're late every day. You're not on time.
Well, you're late like half the time anyways, so you're one to
No,
talk.
it's always now. I'm never late.
Oh, I see. So you can okay, your strategy here is that you can never be late because every time is always now, and there's no past and there's no future.
Hey, you know, it's funny when you have
Genius.
an appointment and you look at the clock and you go, oh, gee, I'm late. But actually, you're not late. It's always now. Do you ever look at the clock and say, oh, it's now? No, you always go, oh, it's early, it's late, it's whatever. But you never say it's now, do you?
Have you
No.
ever had an appointment and told them that?
I don't have to.
Because you don't have appointments, or why?
Well, I do, but I make the appointments and I decide if I'm going to show up or not.
Well, you make the appointments. I would assume that you'd like want to be there because you made it.
No, what I want is to share how to become more aware for people to wake up. That's my wanting.
Is that the only appointments you make? You know,
Well,
like
that takes just about everything. That takes all my time, yeah.
have any other
You're-
appointments?
You're right, I don't. So you said it perfect. So you don't.
So what you're saying is you go out and you like meet with people and you want to tell them about the awareness, but you're always late because you can't be late because it's always now. But in their eyes, you're late, right? Am I
Phil
understanding?
Phil is my witness here to your personal interpretation of what I said. This is like a strange Seinfeld episode, isn't it, Phil? Yeah, it is. Yeah. It's like the bizarro Seinfeld. Yeah.
You crew, we gather round real guys, bring the truth profound. These are Germans here, for me to the message clear. Go Paul, Das and Paul, they say Duane The Writer leads the way. Time to madness, it's blight. Gotta wake up, see the light. Don't think, just feel the vibe. The sun's are gonna cause it dry. Break the chains, the mental hold. Truth unfold, the storms are guide. A cosmic drive. Break the chains, the mental hold. The truth unfold, the story told. We strong, now unite front. Against the darkness, we will hunt. Time to break the simulation spell with new you power. We are skibbity new you. Breaking free from the matrix. Dark forces lurking, reptilian scheme. That lies that control a twisted dream. You together, we rise above. Shattering the lies, spreading risky. I knew you staring at the thing to be done. Staring at the sun, the only thing to be done.